Recently, React came out with a new version, version 18. This introduces a bunch of changes I won't get into in this video, but I'll leave a link to the full changelog in the description down below. What I will go over is my experience in migrating my React app. It's just some simple Nuzlocke tracker app that was bootstrapped with Create React app to the new version. First, we have to install the new version of React. So just go ahead and yarn add React and React DOM. Once that's finished, we also have to install the new React scripts. So go ahead and run in the command yarn add exact React scripts with the correct version number and add types React and add types React DOM. The first mandatory change we have to do is adjust how our root node is being rendered. So let's head into our index.tsx or JSX, depending on if you're using TypeScript or not. Mine has quite a bit of code that isn't relevant right now, but what we really want to tackle is up here in the import React DOM from React DOM. This is no longer going to be used. What we want to do is import create root from React DOM /client. This is the function we're going to use to render our root node. Let's head on down and replace this entire render. So let's just set up a variable, const container is equal to document dot get element by ID. We'll just target the same element. After that, we'll create our root at that element with the container. Now with this root, we can actually call render and just remove the document element in the past one. And there you go. We're done with that. This is pretty much it for everything that's just JavaScript. So you can close the video if that's the case. If you have TypeScript, we're gonna have to do a few more things. For example, if you go ahead and check the types, if you try to compile the types, you'll see some errors. So for example, in my project, I had 233 errors with TypeScript and different types. I think we can knock out a lot of these with just checking outdated libraries. So let's just use yarn outdated, check what's missing. As you can see, there's a lot of packages that were updated. Not all of them necessarily were for React 18, but it doesn't hurt to update them anyway just to check. So I'm just going to type in the command for some libraries I see that could possibly be causing some of these errors. So my localization library, some testing libraries. I'm just going to speed up through this part so you just can see me going through the list and adding every single dependency. Now if we go back to our errors, we'll see that we only have 36 left. In order to tackle these, now we have to start doing some library specific things. I use a UI library called SemanticUI for this specific project, and a few of the types were messed up with the migration. They had more so to do with the radial properties. So if we go to a component that is using the radial component, so we can just go ahead and adjust this by going to the type definition and opening up the file, checking exactly what the onChange property needs. If we scroll down, we'll see that the onChange property needs React form event, HTML input element, and some checkbox props. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this and I'm going to paste it directly in the function call. Here we have to import the type from the SemanticUI React library. And that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward me fixing this for every other component that has this specific component from SemanticUI React. Now we only have 20 errors left to fix. The next thing we'll tackle is the Sentry errors. This is due to children needing to be explicitly set now. So a lot of old third-party libraries haven't set this yet, but we can fix this and we can directly modify the package with another package called patch package. So let's go ahead and install it, yarn add patch package. Once it's done installing, we can go ahead and start modifying the types directly. So let's go into the type definition for error boundary and head over to the error boundary props. The goal here is to add children explicitly So here we'll just add that in. And once we go back, we'll see that the error is no longer there. This will apply to all the locations it was before. But now to make this permanent, we have to run npx patch package, and we have to target the package that was modified. Once it's done, it will generate a file for us. This will show exactly how the package was modified. In order for this to happen at build time, we have to go ahead into our package.json and add a script that will run the process and make sure that that same patch package exists afterward, after the build. And with that, we only have 7 errors left to go. These errors are going to be very simple to solve, so I'm not going to go through it in this video. It's just a few types that were left to define. However, something I will mention is that as a last-ditch effort, if nothing else works, you can always use a ts-ignore comment temporarily while the third-party libraries get patched up. And that's it. That's my experience migrating my Create React app to version 18. If you like this video, please give it a like or a comment.